technology is not functioning as well as it normally is. But hey, Julie Roussel here. Welcome and thanks for joining in on this Sunday night. It's great to spend a few minutes with you. And of course I'm having problems while I'm out here outside, but hey, that's the way it goes sometimes, right? But as always, ooh, I am losing my notes too. But as always, if you hear something that you find helpful or moves you, please leave a reaction, drop a comment in the thread, share the video with anyone you think it might help, or PM me if you have questions or want to hear more, because I'm always happy to share what I'm learning and I hope that it helps you. Hi, I see some few people joining in. It's great to have you. Thank you. Welcome. I guess I can't really see everyone, but no worries. I'll see you as you start popping in. Let's see if I can. All right, there you are. Hey, Kelly. It's nice to see you. There's a few more joining in. Great. Well, I'm in a little different setting than usual tonight, but I hope as that I share tonight's story, I hope it will make sense. So let me ask the question for the night. Do you ever look around and compare yourself to others and feel like you're different, that you don't measure up? Oh, please leave a comment in the thread if you've ever felt that way or know somebody who has. Now, I'm out here in one of my lily beds tonight because I wanted to share something that I learned, and I hope that it will help you. For those of you that have seen my Facebook timeline, usually around this time of the year, I always post a lot of pics about my Oriental lilies. Oh, hey, Cynthia, now I can see you joining in. Great to catch you. Thanks, lady. But for those of you that know, I love my Oriental lilies, and I grow a lot of different varieties here in my landscaping beds, and I tend to flood my timeline with a few pics of them now and then. But I'm always checking them out, walking around and caring for them. And this year I noticed that this little particular lily, it hasn't been growing in the same manner as the others. My boys noticed it too and asked if I was cutting it down because it didn't look right. It was something out of the ordinary. And I told them no, it still looked kind of healthy and I was going to give it the opportunity to grow and see if it bloomed. Normally my little friend here is going to have a long, tall stem with, real thick, real heavy green leaves and about 10 to 15 flower buds. This little one, thanks to some interesting factors, whether it's a late spring frost, nibbled on by wildlife, a few bad thunderstorms, whatever. It has a really short stem this year. You really can't see as well. This little one behind me is very curved sideways. And it's only produced just these few flowers right here when normally it produces about 15. And some people might say, well, it's kind of ugly and short in comparison to some of my other friends that I have. I don't know if you can see them real well. It's hard to get a good camera angle. But, oh, hey, Kimberly. Hey, Red. Nice to see you both. But like I was saying, you may think this little one's kind of ugly in comparison to some of the other ones that you might see on my timeline. But because it may not be tall, it's not uniform like the rest. And it's only produced a few. But what I have noticed though is that these flowers right here, and these buds are larger, healthier, and more beautiful than a lot of the ones that I've seen blooming so far. And how is that possible? You'd think because it was damaged, it was nibbled on by some of the wildlife around here, beaten up by storms. It didn't look healthy at all. I wasn't sure it would survive. But yet, this little one, my golden lily here, it found a way to be extraordinarily beautiful and the first one to bloom despite all the challenges that it had. Now, I don't know about you. Sorry, this angle's really weird to talk up to people. Oh wait, I do that anyways because I'm short. But, you figure, how is this possible? That it still found a way to look and be that beautiful despite the challenges. And I don't know about you, but there's been a lot of times in my life, as well as I've heard my kids say the same thing, that, they felt stunted or ugly or burned out or beaten up by the things that are happening in your life. And we're always comparing ourselves to other people's standards, and feeling like you kind of come up short. And it makes you not want to try, you know, to give up, to just hide somewhere and start believing that you're not as good as everybody else, that you don't matter. And watching this gorgeous golden lily grow, to be healthy, to produce these lovely flowers, despite all the hardships that it's endured, you know, despite being different than all of the rest of my little buddies here, I realized something that I wanted to share with you. That you don't have to compare yourself and be exactly like everyone else to be beautiful. You know, no matter what hardships you endure, you can survive them all and bloom bigger and more beautiful than you or anybody else ever thought possible. So if you heard something that you like, that moves you, please leave a reaction, drop a comment in the thread, answer a yes or a no, or just tell me if you liked it. I always appreciate comments. Share the video with anyone you think it might help or might need to hear that they can be beautiful and bloom too. PM me if you have questions or if you want to start blooming in your life. Just like my gorgeous golden lily here, you shouldn't compare yourself and your growth to everybody else's. Because despite the hardships that you've endured, you can still bloom too. I'll catch you later.